Hey, folks, welcome back to Spirit Filled USA, the podcast that's, well, it's
Not a podcast.
We are back in the Bourbon Holler once more. Brand new bottle of Penelope. Thanks for joining us. Zach, what are we
Latest
looking at?
release. This is the Riviera, the latest in the Cooper series from Penelope.
Let's get into it.
Hey, y'all. Welcome back to the Bourbon Holler here in beautiful Morgantown, West Virginia. We're coming to you out in the middle of the woods here in rural West Virginia, just south of Morgantown. And I'm excited to get into this new and latest release from Penelope. Penelope's been one of our go-to brands.
It really has.
By default, we opened the whole channel with it. We review them on the regular, so we're back. This is the newest expression. I got this just a couple weeks ago, probably by the time this comes out, middle of May, because Ohio dropped it, and I was traveling. And Ohio has a very convenient app, and you can check and see where stuff is. It was along my route to return home, so I was able to snag a bottle of this.
He's lucky when it comes to bottle hunting, folks, I tell you. I didn't even realize this was on shelves yet, and he sends us a picture of it.
The Lord smiles on me from time to time. But, you know, I think I'm just in for all the pink labeled bottles.
Sure. I mean, Penelope's labeling, their bottling in general is gorgeous, but you throw a little splash of pinks and nice feminine colors on there, it is beautiful.
I'm here for it. Perfect summer release.
So they already have a rosé finish, right?
Yes, they do. They have a bourbon rosé from the Cooper series.
Correct. This one's a little bit different.
Which I think is the most underrated of the Cooper series. Everyone goes crazy for like Valencia, Rio, Havana, and sure, yeah.
Those are great.
Good stuff. But no one goes crazy for the rosé. It's also priced the least out of all of them.
It is. It's competitive.
I like it. It's like $50, $55. It's one of my favorite ones out of that series.
And if you're lucky enough to get one of those, one of the older ones, we think has a glass topper on it. We really appreciate that.
There's one over there.
There is. Right here.
I feel like we should compare it a little bit here.
Yeah.
Because what the Riviera is, this is a Rosè Cask blend of American light whiskey and bourbon.
Yep.
So it's not 100% clear, but what I believe they do is they blend 8-year-old American light whiskey and they blend bourbon that is non-age stated statement. And then they finish it in the Rosè cask. So it's going to be different slightly than this because this has the 8-year American light whiskey in it. So also, shout out to Dark Arts for our tasting glasses today. Recently went on a trip. Was in Lexington for a night and stopped in at Dark Arts, and it was a phenomenal experience. So we'll probably talk more about that in future episodes, but for now, I just wanted to mention them.
I was jealous of what you got to try there.
Yeah. We'll keep it secret for now. Justin, how do you want to do this? Do you want to try the rosé just bourbon first and then compare it to the American light whiskey blend, or what do you want to do?
Let's start with the new one this time.
Let's start with the new
one this time. Let's go fresh. Let's go a little bit, new into the rosé here per palate today.
I'm good with that. And I did already crack this, so it has had a chance to air. I tried this just a couple nights ago because I just literally got this like 2 days ago. So
thank you, sir. I will state
it's had a minute.
One thing that's obvious between the two, and it probably comes out in camera because these bottles show a lot of the juice, but the light whiskey blend is a bit lighter in color.
Yeah, it definitely is when you're looking at them side by side. You probably can't tell, but we can tell.
Ooh.
And I think it's very different than what I'm going on memory. But it's got a very American light whiskey nose.
It does. That's the first thing that pops out to me is the light whiskey coming out on that.
Like a powdered sugar croissant.
It's got almost like it might be the ethanol, but kind of a little bit of a medicinal tinge to it on the nose.
Yeah, it's got like a cinnamony note in there on the nose. Also like a little bit of nuttiness.
I could see that, like not quite hazelnut, but maybe almond.
Yeah. And this is a lower proof offering. Like you normally, I think when you think of American light whiskeys these days, you're thinking like
hazmat,
boom, like hazmat or something close to it. People go crazy for it because the entry proof is much higher,
right?
With ALWs. But this is 94 proof, which is what the bourbon is.
Far from what this is, I think.
I think it's also 94.
This is 94 as well. Okay, so they're matching.
So a lot to there'll be a lot to compare here. Okay, let's go. There's not a ton of fruit on the nose.
Yeah, maybe like a hint of like grape.
Yeah,
like grape peel or something. Maybe raisin.
But immediately there's fruit on the palate.
Whoa. Yeah.
It's not on the nose, but it is there on the palate.
It kind of reminds me a little bit of the Sakura. A little bit, like kind of the cherry notes off of that.
A little bit of like a sweet cherry note. Man, what? That's like, there's a prominent vanilla in there. Mm-hmm. It's like a shortbread or something.
Potentially. I'm
trying to avoid the like angel food cake because like strawberry angel food cake. I don't know, it's in my brain. Like because I get a strawberry note on that. But I'm gonna stick with like a vanilla shortbread because there's almost a little butteriness to it.
There is. It's got a good mouthfeel to it. I think that's one of the big pluses. The mouthfeel. It's got legs for days, despite it not being a.
It really does. The viscosity is really nice on this for 94 proof.
Yeah.
I'm not sure I've had, other than Michter's, a low proof that has as much viscosity and stickiness as this does.
Yeah, I'd say I'd agree with that. Like in general, this is very viscous. This is sticky. It's oily. It's not quite chewy. Like it's not dense super on the flavor or on the palate rather. Gosh, the mouthfeel is really interesting on this one. I feel like the light whiskey has to be going a ways for that. Yeah, potentially.
See, now I'm getting the like very bright, sweet confectionery kind of notes on it, which I typically get with light whiskeys. Especially the higher proof ones. It's like really intense. It's not as intense on this, but it's there to me, like a powdered sugar dusting or whatever is going on. Man, there's like, what is that at the end?
I'm getting some spices towards the end, like maybe nutmeg or allspice.
I like a white pepper or something.
Okay.
It's a chill spice, but it's there.
Yeah, it's not really aggressive. I feel like the whole sip is not super aggressive, which is nice.
Yeah. And while I got nuttiness on the nose, I'm not getting a ton on the palate. Maybe just a touch of like almost like a hazelnut or something on the end.
Yeah, that's kind of where my brain was going a little bit.
Little tints of chocolate.
Little tints of chocolate.
Yeah.
Are you getting more cherry or strawberry on this?
It was the first like cherry, but it's leaning towards like a strawberry because it's getting sweeter.
It is increasing in sweetness as it's opening up and airing out.
Yeah, I think that's where I'm leaning on it.
The nose is getting a little bit more potent too. Like as it's just had time to, it's completely coated my glass just about, at least the half of it that I'm drinking from. Like this thing really clings to the glass.
This thing really makes a mess in your glass.
I think that's, I don't know, for me, that's one of the most notable things about this is this viscosity. At 94 proof, that is unusual, really unusual. Very early.
All right, y'all, we're going to score this. We're going to score the heck
We're going to try to.
out of this. Riviera. Also, which Riviera are they referring to? Like the French Riviera? Or isn't there like a Riviera in Austin? Like a Riverwalk?
Probably.
What Riviera, Penelope? Surely it's not France. That doesn't have anything to do with bourbon. I guess neither does Austin, except it's still Austin. What Riviera? It's the Ohio Riviera.
There you go. The Ohio Riviera.
Somewhere along the Ohio River, there's Riviera. I don't know. You wear your tropical.
It does sound fancy. I did. I was like, hey, we're doing the Riviera. I gotta go a little bit more tropical, a little bit more seasonal appropriate.
Yeah.
If you will.
I wore my Arsenal jersey because we won the league this year.
Big congrats on that.
I'm not sure how many soccer Premier League fans there are out there in the bourbon community, but there's a few out there, and yes, I'm all in on the Gunners. I've been rooting for them for like 30 years, man.
Wow.
35 years. I was like 11 when I first started. So yeah, a little over 30 years.
I'm not a soccer head, but I'm happy for you. I'm very happy for you.
And this is the first title we've won in like over 20, so it's been a long time.
That is a long time indeed.
Anyway.
Good reason to celebrate.
Okay. let's score this because I like it.
This is such a nice bottle. I don't know. We're in spring, but it's just making me think of spring. Like
Yeah.
it's nice. It's floral. It's sweet. You get a good hit of fruit, maybe a little bit of chocolate in the palate. Man,
Yeah. Nose 3. I'm gonna go for 3.
going
It's
quick
slightly
fire.
above
Quick
average.
fire.
I don't think it's crazy, but it's
Yeah,
nice.
I'd say
A lot of sweet notes on the nose.
for sure. Yeah, I think I'd go 3 on this as well on the nose. It's not as complex as some other things, but like for what this is offering, you're getting what you're kind of looking for. I think on the nose.
Very nice. Palate. I'm 3.5. I think I'm at least
Palate's
3.5.
Palate's nice.
I'm an enthusiastic 3.5. I really like this. The more we're drinking it, bigger fan.
Maybe 3 3/4. Just kidding. Yeah, I feel
No,
like
that's not how I do it.
I feel like I'd probably sit 3.5 on the palate as well. I was considering 3, but yeah, I think just it's a nice splash of sweetness. You get the fruit. It develops a little bit, and then it kind of goes into the finish. I feel like the finish it's interesting, but I like it a little bit less than the palate. At least for me, I'm going to go probably a 3.
Yeah,
3
yeah.
on the finish.
Yeah, I think that's right. Back down to a 3. So there's like actually a healthy amount of wheat in the mash bill of this.
Oh, okay. Okay.
I don't remember exactly what it was, but it's like 74 corn, like maybe 16 wheat,
All right.
and then the rest is divided between rye. It's small rye and malted barley. It might be higher on the wheat. Anyway, wheat was the second highest, and I feel like that tracks.
That's definitely swinging in this bottle for sure, because like a lot of your wheat whiskeys, they're a little bit more approachable, a little more gentle, if you will, on your palate and on your finish. But I do feel like a little bit of that rye comes out in the end. Maybe the white pepper that you were finding towards the very end of it. You kind of get just a little bit of a smolder, if you will, on the spice.
Yeah, just a trace.
Yeah.
Just a faint whisper. Overall, what do we think? Because this is an $80 bottle at retail.
$80.
Yeah, I assume people are going to probably mark it up for the first year, so I don't know, because people might be hunting it down. But
Sure.
I got it in Ohio, so I know how much MSRP's for. And
$80
I can get behind
crazy. Yeah, yeah. I mean, Penelope has other offerings. This one kind of sits about what you'd expect for the Cooper Series, but some of their other offerings tend to skew a little bit higher, some a little bit lower. Yeah, I don't think that's a bad price to ask for this, for a limited release. This is their first edition of this, and they've repeated their other ones in the series, so we can presume we might see a version 2 of this. Overall, though, I don't know. What do you think?
I think I'm at a 3 and an enthusiastic 3, if we're doing that.
I think so, too.
That feels right. When I get low on this, I'm probably going to look for another one.
I think it's definitely...
interesting.
That was what I was going to say. It's definitely something like, especially if you're into collecting Penelope and you want some of their really interesting offerings, this one is not one to miss out on. I don't know that I would necessarily want to keep 2 of them, that kind of thing, but it's definitely one to keep at least one of if you're collecting this sort of thing.
Yeah, and obviously if you've liked the American light whiskeys, those have all been higher age stated and higher proof, right? They're like 15, 17, 18 years, closing in on 100. I think the latest, the 18 years, 140 proof. It's nothing like that. So you're not going to get the intensity of the flavors, the intensity of the sweetness, the intensity of the fruit, but it's rounded out nicely, and this is a great sipper.
Yeah.
This is very crushable, I think.
I agree.
I think this is a dangerous bottle.
Yeah, like I said,
a good summer pour.
It makes me think of the warm weather months. It's very sippable. It's very easy. It's very approachable. I love, love, love the viscosity on this. That is one of the more surprising parts, I think, of this pour. But yeah, no, I really enjoy this one, and I appreciate Penelope experimenting a bit. Blending up ALWs and stuff like that. It's not something we've seen a lot of quite yet. At least I haven't.
Solid. All right, we're gonna just shoot the breeze with y'all and maybe compare it a little bit to the Rosè Cask bourbon.
Yeah.
I thought of a new nickname for the Riviera.
Oh, really?
This is the ZZ Top whiskey because she's got legs. She got legs.
Oh,
all right.
Wow.
I know. Low-hanging fruit. But
I appreciate that. That's a good one. Yeah, let's get into trying some of the OG.
I'm interested to contrast them because I haven't had it next to each other. This is the glass topper, so it's a little bit
It's kind of a joke. Has become a bit of a joke for the two of us, but we really, really liked the glass topper that you guys did, Penelope, on your rosé. We're not sure if it was just the first set of releases of it, but because it seems like they're just standard wooden corks now.
Justin had one first, and I was very jealous. And I was looking all over, and eventually I finally found one at some little podunk store.
That's where I found mine
In Maryland.
A little
found the little one.
A little shop in Kentucky.
Found my
is
glass
where I got
topper,
mine.
so I'm happy.
Yep. No, we appreciate good bottle design, and you don't see glass toppers like that, especially like kind of minimalist style. But it's just, it goes really well.
I feel like Dream Spirits had it, and people were complaining about it. Listen, I'm going to keep this bottle.
They don't have
the glass topper as long as I can.
Those folks,
this is going in my casket. All right.
Those folks complaining don't have good taste. That's all I'm going to say.
So I'm just interested how this tracks with the bourbon. Because obviously there is some bourbon in this blend, but there is a noticeable difference.
Yeah, I mean,
just the color. There is no difference in the proof.
Right.
None at all. But obviously this has the American light whiskey in it. This does not.
I will say the nose jumps out at me a bit different in comparison. We're getting more dark notes. Like I'm getting big brown sugar on this one. I didn't get that
more
one.
More vanilla.
Yeah, a bit more vanilla, like maybe even vanilla bean, like
a
little
really
bit more
is.
potent.
I think this port is so underrated.
Yeah.
No one ever talks about this, except I think Brad's Bourbon Reviews has talked this up a little bit.
Nice.
And
we got to meet him at KBF last year. Right?
We did. Yes, we did.
Him.
Shout out Brad from Brad's Bourbon Reviews.
We
had a great job meeting you. I know you're the only one I've ever heard talk about this on Whiskey Tube, and that's a travesty because more people should. Because I'm really a big fan of this. I guess it's because it's so readily available. But listen, I get not only like a brown sugar and a vanilla, I get a strawberry note on this. Like almost like a strawberry shake. You know, like strawberry shake is like vanilla and strawberry.
Oh man, no,
like this is very much that to me.
I can put away a milkshake, and strawberry shakes are so good.
Tell me it doesn't at least faintly remind you of a strawberry shake.
Yeah. I mean, you were starting to talk about strawberries, and before you got to shake, I was like, strawberries and cream was what hit the front of my brain. And
100%.
Yeah.
It's not there on the nose, but on the palate it is there.
Yeah, strawberries and cream, like...
It's almost like plum on the nose.
That's a fair point, yeah.
Not that a lot of people are smelling plums, but I like plums, so...
Sure.
It's in my brain. There's a couple plum trees right out there.
I didn't know you had plum trees out here.
Yeah, but they're not fruiting yet. It's still another year yet.
Yeah, I've got some coffee trees at home, but they're only about that tall, and then they're not flowering. They probably still won't for a while.
Yeah. But this is it's got a little like nutmeggy note or like an allspice kind of thing at the end.
I kind of got a little bit of that on the other one, but this one's just it's kind of a little bit more round with some of those deeper notes for me. Like the strawberry's a bit more prominent on this one for sure.
Yeah, maybe a graham cracker kind of thing at the end. But yeah. Do you have a preference?
That's what I'm trying to run through my mind and figure out.
Because I think, listen, we need to do an episode where we like rank all the Cooper series or something.
Yeah.
Like we taste through them.
Yeah.
Or maybe that's more like a live. We need to get into live.
Because
that would be a lot. That would be a long episode.
How many do they have now? We've got two of these
Oh my
now.
gosh.
We've got Rio. We've got Havana.
The Takai finish.
Takai.
The Valencia.
Okay.
There's a Madagascar that is apparently
I forgot
coming
about
out,
that one.
Right?
That one might be a
so
beefy
many.
episode. We'll have to shorten the pours on those.
There's quite a few. So we're at least like 6 or 7 of them. So maybe later this year we'll get into that. But
these are honestly they're closer than I thought they were going to be for me in terms of like which one I prefer.
Something about their listen. I don't like rosé wine at all. I think it's terrible. Most wines I just can't get into. I appreciate people who do. I'm just not one of them. But something about the Rosè Cask finish just hits my palate in a good way.
It's nice.
I don't know what it is, but I'm a fanboy. I'm not sad about it.
I mean, yeah, the Penelope, at least for me, they haven't put out anything that I don't like. I think that's up and down their stack of what I've had. Do you have anything from them that you haven't been crazy about?
I don't love their 4-grain.
The 4-grain, really?
Yeah.
Which one?
Rio, I have to be in the mood for.
The white. Well, yeah, there is the Rio.
Yeah.
The O2 Rio. We didn't try the O1, did we?
Yeah.
The
This year's Rio is better. I didn't love the first couple years Rio.
Yeah.
I can drink them, but they're not my favorite.
Yeah, Amburana's. That's, I don't know. We've been up and down that discussion on the channel a few times. Amburana can be a bit polarizing. I feel like some folks are doing better with it, though. We've had more bottles in the last year that we've liked of Amburana than I think we've disliked, which is a change.
I was not into Amburana, but since then I have found a few that I like over the last year. So
Yeah.
I will give a resurrected status to Amburana for me on my palate.
Oh, man.
I'll go with that. But,
Do you have a preference between these two?
I think this one's more interesting.
Okay.
I think it's got more layers to it. But it's not that far behind the Rosè Cask. And, gosh, I think my favorite of the Cooper series might be batch 2 of the Havana or the Tokai Rye. And I think this is pretty close. I think it's pretty close.
That's quite the laud there. For me, these are pretty close. This one it's a bit lighter. It's a bit more crushable. It's maybe a bit more on the floral side than what this one is, but this one's a bit more robust. You get a bit more of those dark flavors. Maybe the fruit stands out a little bit more.
This has more oak to it.
Yeah,
more oak impact.
Yep.
But this is more of a summer pour.
Yeah,
I think.
I agree. So
even though this is strawberry milkshake, not bad, but
no. Yeah, these are. I don't know. I almost want to say like seasonality. I'm not really a seasonal person. Like I would have pumpkin pie year round if you gave me the option. But
depending on the mood you're in.
Yeah, there you go. But I feel like these are pretty appropriately seasoned. Like this would be a warmer month one. This would be maybe the cooler months. But I don't know. If I had to pick one, honestly, I'm probably going to go with this one, just because I tend to skew towards those darker flavors.
Yeah. If I lived in Miami, this one all day.
There you go. There you go.
That's how it goes. Hey, y'all. That's going to do it for Penelope's newest Cooper Series expression, the Riviera. And who would have thought? We like Rosè Casks.
Yeah. You don't see them a ton, but this is Penelope's second, which is interesting. I thought it was really cool that they're experimenting a little bit with blending their light whiskey into other things. So, yeah.
All in on the Rosè Cask, Penelope. We're here for it.
Yeah,
I'm not complaining. Great summer pour. If I lived in Miami, this would be like all day.
No, this is definitely a warmer month pour. Great timing on them putting this out in spring here in 2026. So, no, we appreciate you all joining us and hearing us ramble about different Rosè Cask finishes and Penelope and soccer even. But, till we gather again.
We'll be with you in spirit.
Cheers, friends.